We're getting on some weird moral grounds here.
Yeah, we are.
What's up, y'all? It's the Same Vein Podcast. I'm John.
I'm Seth. This episode 13.
Yeah, yes it is.
It's crazy.
13. Oh, dude, we gotta tell them about episode 20.
What? We'll reveal that at a later date when
All
I've figured out what I'm actually even gonna do.
All right. Stay
All right.
tuned.
Yeah, be excited for that. What have you done this past week? Christmas was this past week. We're like way fucking late to that by the time this gets uploaded.
It's been what, like
because we have such a
11?
backlog of episodes.
11 days since our last thing.
Yeah, it's been a little while.
Yeah, had Christmas.
What'd you get? What was your favorite Christmas gift?
Probably the shirt I'm wearing.
Really?
Giant shirt. Yeah.
Dude. We're getting old.
Yeah.
It
When
used
it's
to be like, dude, I
close.
got an Xbox. I got like these cool shoes, and now it's like, oh, got this neat
Like,
giant.
I really
shirt.
like the Longhorn gift card I got.
Yeah,
No,
seriously, it's like I actually got 4 different pairs of fuzzy socks.
They're really. I got
that are
some
pretty cool.
I got some house slippers I wear
Oh my
everywhere.
God. Yeah. Oh, dude. Seriously though.
What's your favorite gift? What'd you get?
I got this. Well, I had a child, if that counts as a Christmas gift. So that's probably she's my favorite of like all time now. But
You're like, but
but if that's not included, I got this pretty cool knit like beanie. I don't know where it is right now, but it's pretty nice.
you're like, when I find it, it's awesome. Dang, bro, we are old.
Yeah.
A knit beanie and a shirt.
Yeah, or dude, I got like 3 different boxes of like the 12 days of Sockmas.
Oh yeah.
So I have like 40 pairs of socks.
I love those. I love those holiday gift time things.
And I got a lot of pajama sets, like a lot of sweats and like comfy pants and stuff, because I literally like only had shorts to sleep in, and it's freezing cold in my house.
Nice.
So,
Load you up. Did you get any of
Also
them
that.
merino wool socks?
I have no idea what those are.
All right, bud.
We're just like trying to out old each other.
I know.
Did you get the merino wool socks? No, actually.
Have you gotten your AARP card yet? I didn't think so,
Oh,
buddy.
God. Yeah, my favorite Christmas gift was my family contributing to my 401k.
Like they paid my electric bill.
But I had my daughter like 3 days before Christmas. We got discharged and came home like Christmas Eve. So that was pretty awesome. It was like really it was a crazy
Quick.
experience, because like so we came to the hospital like 3 days before we actually like planned to have her, to try and like induce, because usually it actually takes like a while to do that. And I was out actually eating dinner with you and a couple of our friends, and my wife called me and she's like, "Hey, you need to come back to the hospital." So I was like, "Oh shit, it's happening." I was like, "What happened?" You know?
Huh?
She's like, "I'm having a C-section." I was like,
Like, wait
what?
a second.
Yeah, like that was not part of the plan.
Dude, I feel like
So
this
in
happens.
between the time I left from where we were having dinner to having the kid was like an hour. So that was insane.
Yeah, it's crazy how quick it was, because right when you left, I was like, hey, like we didn't even know, because you were still on the phone, so we were like, huh. And then I think you said, you're like, yeah, she's having a C-section.
Yep.
And so and then within an hour,
Yeah, it
sucked
was
us in.
crazy.
Crazy.
But worth it. She's great. She is awesome. I love my daughter so much.
Pretty cool. It's like a little stuffed
Because
animal.
of my daughter, I also have like 3 months off of work. So I just get to like chill out at
That's
home.
that's
take
your
care of my
third
kid.
best Christmas present.
Yeah, right?
3
For
months.
real though. Yeah, just get to hang out at home, take care of my kid, be a dad. It's going to be awesome.
Did you think people specifically have kids just to get time off work?
Yes.
Yeah.
People have kids for like for tax reasons, for a lot of the wrong reasons. Like
Yeah.
I had my kid just because I wanted to be a dad and I love my wife, you know. But not everyone's like that.
Yeah, like the 3 months are pretty sick too.
And the tax break is pretty nice too, but that's not I didn't like have those things in mind when I had my daughter.
You're like, dude, I can't wait to have this child so I can pay $200 less on taxes.
Oh man. Yeah, it was a pretty crazy experience though. It was so fast. Like I didn't know C-sections took like 10 minutes.
Oh,
Literally
yeah.
they called me in there and within probably like 2 minutes they had the baby.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
How many people were operating at
Like
once?
6.
Oh, really?
Yeah, cuz there's like the surgery techs, the actual surgeon, the nurses that are like assisting the surgeon. And then there was the anesthesiologist on our side, cuz they put this curtain up so you can't see them like cutting her open and everything. Then they had the anesthesiologist on our side, like talking us through like what she'd be feeling and kind of the medicines he's giving her and like kind of breathing exercises she can do and stuff like that. So
That's cool.
it went well. Everything went well. Baby's super healthy. Was a pretty big baby.
What'd you say? What was the final?
She's
weight?
like 8 pounds 1 ounce,
That's
which is a big baby.
that's a hunk of that's a football right there. Love that. So,
Yep.
I'm just kidding.
But that's pretty much been like my entire existence since we had her, was just like taking care of my kid, watching a bunch of Scooby-Doo.
Like with your
With
kid?
my kid,
Oh.
but also just because.
Trying to. You're like, I'm setting her up right.
Well, we kind of started in the hospital because I watched this YouTube video by this guy named Jordan Fringe. If you guys have not seen him, you should totally watch him. He just does like a bunch of kind of nostalgia bait of like, oh, remember this old TV show from your childhood? And he did one where he's like, I watched every Scooby-Doo movie and reviewed them.
I saw that.
So he went through a bunch of them that I just remember watching. I'm like, dude, I want to watch those again. So I've just been going on like a Scooby-Doo marathon.
Dude, you know what? I was not a fan of and I think most people are the opposite, but the
The
original.
live actions.
No, the original
Oh.
Scooby-Doo. Like the
super old one?
Yeah, like the 60s. Just because of the laugh track, I feel like it does not go in a cartoon.
Yeah, I like barely. I didn't see very much of the original. Like, I barely remember that, but that is funny.
Yeah. I don't know who in their right mind thought a laugh track for a cartoon was a good thing. Like
Yeah,
it was
that's pretty
like it
funny.
was played in a live audience or whatever, or in front of one. But yeah, not my cup
Yeah,
of
they also
joe.
had. There is something very charming about that like super old timey style of animation though, where
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
like, God, it looks so bad,
And
but I love
you
it.
could tell it's like hand drawn and
Yeah.
stuff.
You're like, man, this looks like shit,
Like
but I love it.
The imperfections,
Mm-hmm.
just kind of add
Yeah,
to that.
pretty great. Did you go to visit your family for Christmas, or did they come and see you? Or come up here to us?
I didn't see any family this year.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, I got screwed over in my job, but
Oh, that sucks.
my parents went down to New Orleans and then they did their
okay.
thing. Yeah, it was kind of a
That sucks.
loner Christmas. Yeah,
Yeah, Christmas all alone.
I had my girlfriend, so that helped out a lot.
That does help.
If I was alone,
That's
I probably would have killed myself.
I would-
No, I'm just kidding.
I ain't gonna lie. If I had Christmas with like
We're
just me
seeing-
and my wife or something,
It's pretty nice.
it'd be a badass Christmas.
Yeah, it is cool to see family, but it's all right having some
Yeah.
time, you know.
All right, you want to do first question, or you want me to ask you a question?
Well, I could ask you one.
All right.
This one's just kind of general.
All right.
If you found a genie bottle and had 3 wishes, what would it be?
3 wishes. I think I'd ask for, like, these are the obvious answers. I'd probably ask for like
world
money.
hunger. Oh.
Oh, no, that's what I meant. That's what I meant. Was that one?
Like I got the words. I got the words interchanged in my head.
That was my second wish. Oh no. Well, I can't answer this now, or I look like a
All right,
piece
wait.
of shit.
Let's change it. All right, well, we'll do 3 like personal wishes to do with you, and then 3 like general.
Okay, you know what? I'll do 1 personal, 1 general, and then 1 just like whatever.
All right.
So, bunch of money. Then I would probably like ask for like the cure to cancer or something. Be like, hey, can you just show me how this works?
Oh, so then you can make more money selling.
No. So I can just give it away. But you know, if people want to give charitable donations.
You're open.
No, I'm just kidding. And then I would probably ask to. So, I would. This is not a wish. This is just a question. I would be like, do other genies exist? And then he would be like, yes or no. So if he said yes, I'd be like, I wish to know the location of all of the
and then
other
you just
genie
start hunting
bottles.
them.
Yes.
Yeah, imagine that being a series, bro. People hunting some
Hunting
genies.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, I'd probably do like. Honestly, I'd probably do something cringe, like having like a cool superpower.
be able to fill up anything with anything. I want to be able to fill up anything with any substance. And the genie's looking at you like, fuck is wrong with this guy?
I'd probably do like be able to fly, and then like probably just like have unlimited food on me, and then I could just like
What?
give it out.
That's interesting.
Maybe like have a pocket, like a magical pocket, and you
One
just pull
pocket
out.
in my pants that just always has food in it.
Always has like hot dogs or something. Just
Always
chuck
has
them at
like mashed
people.
potatoes. You're like, eat.
And then I'd do I don't know. Probably get rid of like sickness or something if that's a thing.
Eliminate sickness. Yeah.
It'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. Or I would ask to be immortal.
I'd I'd ask
That'd
to be a
pretty cool,
god.
too.
I'd free the genie. I'd let him go.
Nope. Screw
You
that. Nope. No way.
Dude, how does that work?
You're mine, pal.
If you found a genie lamp or whatever, did your 3 wishes, and then just gave it to someone right next to you, they get
Well,
their
I think
3?
the idea is that when you take the 3 wishes, like the vessel he's in,
breaks.
disappears, and, like it just magically disappears to another random spot. So someone else finds it again.
Interesting.
I don't know. All right, my question in honor of me having my daughter was, what child names have you picked out for your kids?
I've gotten criticized a little bit from my family.
I'm gonna warn you. You're probably gonna get criticized again.
Yeah. All right. Let me preface this by saying I like names that have meaning but also aren't super common.
Okay.
So I'm not like
That's kind of what I did with my daughter, so I get it.
yeah. So I'd say shoot, we have a few. I really like the name, and this kind of goes exactly
This is
against
a girl or a boy name.
a girl name. I really like Claire,
That's a cute name.
and
It's a super cute name.
the reason
And it's not like I've probably only met like 2 Claires in my life, and one of them is the store.
bad shopping experience. I'm
Walk
not
in there. Where's Claire?
You're like, you know what? This store would be
Where's
a
Claire? I
perfect
love her
name.
store.
yeah, dude. I had a dream for some reason. I don't know why, but about like this little blonde girl.
Okay.
And her name
Why
was
would she
Claire.
be blonde?
I don't know.
If you have a blonde kid, there's an issue.
I was blonde when I was a kid.
Were you?
Yeah, and
I cannot tell.
my brother and sister, one of them.
Okay.
were. But yeah, Claire. And then I really like Osni.
As a boy name?
Yeah,
You've told me that.
it's an old. It's
Osni?
some like Jewish name. I think.
You could just call him like Oz.
Yeah, I think that would be. It's not really like. You know,
A boy. So
He's
I have
definitely gonna get
2.
bullied.
I have 2 boy names picked out for when I have a son. So the first one I really like is Salem.
Oh, you told me that.
Super like that one. And another one, I had a dream about a kid that I had with this name, but Bodie.
Bodie?
Bodie.
Dude,
Yeah.
Bodie sounds like a bully. I ain't even gonna lie. Hey, Bodie.
But yeah, I really like the name Bodie. So those are kind of tied for me right now. But I think my next kid's gonna
Like
be
Bodie as a full name, or is that
Yeah.
like his nick? You just call him Bo,
Bode. Bodie.
or just call him Bodie. Yeah. Yo, Bodie.
Like that name a lot.
Bodie, go grab the trash.
And then for another girl name, honestly, I have no idea because
did you pick
my-
the girl name? Or
yeah.
Did you?
my wife and I could not agree on a girl name for like forever. And then we were like driving on the highway or something, and there was this exit to take that went to this town that had my daughter's name on it.
Oh,
And
really?
I was like, oh, how about that? That's a really good name. And
that's
she's
cool.
like, I actually kind of like that.
That's a cool little. That's cool.
Yeah.
I really like the name. Shoot, it just escaped my brain.
Just gonna name all
Oh,
my kids
Atticus. I
After,
really like
Atticus. That's a
Atticus.
good name. I'm
think
just
that's
gonna name
fun.
all my kids after biblical angels.
You're like Michael.
Azrael.
That's right. What's that? You're like Cherub or whatever.
Yeah.
Cherubim. Lucifer.
There you go. Yep. That's all I got, though. I only had, like, the one question.
Okay, that's
all I too. Literally, this kid has been taking up, like, my whole life.
Would you say
It
as
will for a long time.
do you think your life, like, did you feel a physical change
Yes.
instantly?
Definitely. Literally, as soon as I looked at her, it was like everything changed. Like,
Nice.
the way I think about things changed. Like habits where I was like, man, I really need to fix that, have, like, disappeared.
That's cool.
Like, it's, yeah.
Now it's like your life. You're like, I gotta provide for this.
Yeah,
child.
seriously, though, it is. It's like my wife and kid are everything now. I mean, my wife already was everything.
You're saving face.
Don't get me wrong, but now
Now
it's
your wife and kid.
now it truly is like the sense of urgency I have, where it's like they have to be taken care
yeah.
of.
You're like, this is not an option for me
Yeah.
not to do this.
All right, what do you got for pop culture, buddy?
I got a few things. I'm gonna lead with this funny one. So do you know who Pele is?
The soccer player?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He died last year. Great.
Oh, really? I thought he died a long time ago.
Great soccer player. You know, like probably top 3.
Yeah, super good soccer player.
But so Brazil. You know that giant statue of Jesus?
Yeah.
So they put Pele's jersey on Jesus for his 1 year. Wait, look at the picture, dude.
That is honestly though, like I hope that someone does something like that for me when I die.
Yeah, it's cool. Like
when I die, put my I don't know.
put my glasses on a picture of
right.
Jesus.
Oh God, that's awesome.
That's pretty. Yeah, I know Brazil's like super. Like that's their version of like George Washington.
Soccer country. Yeah.
But I thought that was funny.
That is awesome.
Yeah, dude, it's so I don't know. It's kind of goofy putting it on Jesus, but I like it.
Well, it's like the biggest monument in the country. Like you can see that from everywhere in Rio. You know.
Yeah, dude. Imagine if they started playing like ads on Jesus. Like,
oh man,
Applebee's.
You go by, you're like, Jesus has a Prime jersey.
Prime Energy.
Prime just signed Jesus.
Oh my God.
I love it.
What do you got? You got.
So I got like a couple things. The first thing is I watched this. You know who Shane Gillis is?
Oh yeah.
Super funny comedian. Like maybe one of my favorite comedians after watching this special. But I watched this special while I was just holding my daughter, like she's just sleeping in my lap. And it was called Beautiful Dogs. Have you watched it?
That's his newest one, right?
It is hilarious, dude. It is so freaking funny. He has this line in there where he's like, I don't know if you could tell, but I'm trying not to like bite his bit, but it's super funny. Go watch the special. But he's like, I don't know if you could tell, but I do have some family members with Down syndrome.
Yeah.
And he's like, I didn't get it. He's like, I dodged it, but it nicked me. He's like, I'm something of a day walker myself.
Yeah. He's like,
I love how that's so funny, dude.
That's like his running joke is like he's
retarded.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so funny. He just has a way of like talking about like kind of sensitive stuff or like saying shit that like you should be like, dude, that is not okay.
But it's
so funny, and like you can tell that he
is just
trying to kind of play off of it. It's awesome. He's funny.
He's super good at that, dude. He's honestly he's probably one of, if not the biggest comedians, like up and coming.
Yeah, he's
right
really
now.
funny.
Have you seen that thing where he's like, yeah, I'm technically a veteran because he like went to like some military school for like 2 weeks, and, and then he's like a veteran. It's something else. He has like. I forgot what the credentials were, but he's like, my resume is really good. And I guess he was
awesome.
He got like signed to SNL. Have you heard about that story?
He got signed to SNL.
I think it was like 2 years ago or something. But they found some, person on the internet found him like saying a slur as like a joke.
Oh damn! They cut him immediately.
Well, they were like, we could, you're still good, but you have to come out with
apologize.
Yeah, and his apology was like, yeah, I was just joking. It wasn't any. It was like, it was a joke.
He's like, yeah, just telling him, just goofing over here, just trying to be funny, and it was funny until just now.
He was like, sorry, y'all got. I don't remember what he said, but it was pretty funny.
That's exactly how I would apologize for
me too.
Something like that. Be like, well, I have a sense of humor.
Yeah, sorry.
That's funny.
Sorry for being funny.
Right, my other thing, I thought this was kind of crazy. I was just reading this. So, 2 people at Fox News died recently. Just like over Christmas weekend, like within hours of each other.
Did you have their names?
One of them was, I remember their last names. One of them was like something Petlin, and he was like a chief staffer at Fox News. And another one was this guy who was like a reporter, like an actual news anchor, and he died from like an autoimmune disease. But one of them just died because he was super fucking old. He was like 95.
Wait, dude, one of these says Frank Thomas blasts Fox News.
So that was the next thing I was going to get into. Is I thought 3 people died, but one of them was this guy named Frank Thomas, who's a former reporter for Fox News. Well, there's also a baseball player named Frank Thomas who died recently, and they were trying to like do an homage to him, but they accidentally put all the information and images of the reporter Frank Thomas,
that's still alive.
Who is still alive. So he posted on Twitter. He's like, yeah, I'm totally fine. I have literally no fucking idea what they're doing over there.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, it was crazy. So rest in peace, the people who actually did pass away. That's tragic, especially over Christmas. But that guy, Frank Thomas, that's hilarious.
Yeah, it is.
Bro, totally dropped the ball.
Dude, that's got to happen quite a bit. Where some like researchers looking up, a name that's super
Probably,
common.
Yeah. But also, like, dude, it's the baseball player.
Yeah, do you not know?
And you're looking up like images of Frank Thomas, and there's this guy. You're like, that looks nothing like Frank Thomas. Put him on the slide.
Yeah, they're like Frank Thomas, wonderful MLB player,
Oh God.
interviewed.
I don't even know.
Interviewed Trump.
Yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, that's all I got. But I thought that was kind of crazy and funny.
Yeah, it's a little scary. What was they say the cause of death?
So the anchor, the younger man, he died from an infection due to an autoimmune disease.
Oh.
And the older man, I think he was like close to retirement or something, but he was just an older guy, and I think he just passed away.
Dang, yeah, that sucks.
Because he'd been working at Fox for like over like almost 30 years or something.
Yeah.
So he was just an older dude.
That's awful, dude.
It
Anytime,
sucks.
any death
I mean, I don't
close to a holiday.
really give a shit about Fox News, but just the fact that they passed away so close to a holiday with family and everything like that is.
I feel like
tragic.
it poisons the holiday for the rest of your life.
definitely
you're
does.
like-
Because like every time it's around Christmas, you gotta remember him.
Yeah.
So yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, so I was talking to my oldest brother
Mhm.
yesterday, and we have a lot of the same like interests and stuff.
Yeah.
And we always talk about like current standings and political, well, not just political, but like political, and then like just weird stuff that's happening.
Yeah.
But we started talking about like AI, and there's some crazy stuff happening.
Oh
with
yeah.
artificial.
Did
I
I tell
can't
you
remember
about
if
that?
we talked about this.
Did I
before.
tell you about the AI? How they try to get this AI to pass that CAPTCHA test? So the way it
Oh, it hired someone else.
the way it solved
Yeah.
it was it made a job posting and hired someone to click the button so that it could get into the website.
Yeah, it's crazy stuff. But specifically with this year being like an election year,
Yeah.
and people are warning, like, last election cycle there was already a ton of like people claiming to be
Yeah.
or not claiming to be, but claiming for the election to be like fake, and
Well, because the last election, people mailed in ballots,
yeah,
which already was like kind of
Kinda iffy.
people already kind of felt like, like that's a little suspect. But now with AI, like, yeah.
but yeah,
Terrified
this
of
dude,
2024
it says top AI expert. I don't even know what that means. I don't know if that's his job. He's like,
Oh,
yeah.
he fucking looks like a top AI expert.
Dude looks like a freaking Wookiee off of Star Wars, bro. But he says completely terrified of 2024 election shaping up to be
Well, dude,
tsunami.
Here's
of
the thing: is like if
misinformation.
you wanted to run like a slander campaign, which is kind of you don't do that anymore. But if you wanted to, bro, you know how easy it is to like deepfake someone and make them say whatever the fuck you want.
yeah, that's
Like I get literal like legit ads on TikTok that are like someone who deepfaked Joe Rogan's voice.
I do, and they're like
and their
$3,000
clips,
for
and
free.
He's like, I don't understand how the government is not.
Me too.
How people are
I
not
get
getting
those-
this government grant. Like,
Legit every day I'll
Yeah.
get an ad where it's either Joe Rogan or like it's like Donald Trump, and he's like, I've decided to give 14,000 in Bitcoin to everyone that clicks on the ad. Literally every day I
that
get
is so
those.
funny. I love it.
You can tell it's fake, but it's in the future it's gonna get to a point where
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, for sure.
incredibly hard to tell.
Yeah, I think deep faking is probably going to be one of the biggest problems, like media issues that we face.
Yeah, video
soon.
evidence is like our best.
Yeah, it's
way
like
of telling.
you lose so much credibility when, like, just imagine, like this dude kills somebody, caught on camera, like you see his face and everything. He's like, no, someone just deep faked that. They're trying to frame me.
Yeah.
Like, what are you gonna do?
Or the opposite, where
You can
you
probably
kill
still
someone.
disprove that, but it'll be tied up in court for so long.
Yeah. Or like, let's say, someone set something up, and then they deep fake someone else's face on there to be
Mhm.
like, it wasn't me. Look.
Yeah.
It's-
Definitely a lot of concerning issues surrounding AI for sure. I don't know if I believe that it's like a truly like malicious thing.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? I think it's just another kind of tool for humanity, kind of like cars used to be, and cell phones and satellites and
Yeah.
stuff. You know?
Yeah, I think it's if we can. I don't know. I don't want to say set up laws. I don't want to make like restrictions on anything.
I don't know. I mean, there definitely needs to be some serious consideration into like the legislation around AI and like the ethics. I think that's the big thing is like the ethics of artificial
Like how you're
intelligence are
using it.
so up in the air right now because it's so new. It's like what is like acceptable?
Yeah.
to
I'm not gonna
use it
lie,
for.
dude. I have used ChatGPT for my job like 3 times.
Really? Like what
Yeah.
for?
I'll tell you after this. I don't want to like.
Oh, okay. No, fair enough.
Yeah. But and
That's funny.
it
though.
worked pretty well 3 times. I ain't gonna lie, but yeah. and you know, it is like you could use it in a way that's not harmful.
Yeah.
But then you have people doing, and this is specifically what I talked to my brother about. You have like people doing like art or creative. Some people are using it for music to where they'll get like AI drum beats and stuff. Or
also, a big thing right now is AI scams.
Yeah.
Like people will use an AI just to mass like text or something. Like usually kind of older people, but it's like as soon as you reply to that text, it's like boom, AI's got all your shit.
Phishing or whatever. Yeah, there's definitely potential to be very harmful.
Yeah, it's just the power to automate like everything almost that you like don't feel like doing is crazy.
Yeah, it is. There's also, I pulled up a quote. So back in 2014, Stephen Hawking said,
"Oh God."
It was like the development of full artificial intelligence could spell the end of the human race.
Yeah, right, buddy.
No.
Yeah, stick to looking at space, bro.
Looks like the black holes, loser.
Yeah, take your little motorized wheelchair somewhere else, pal. Doesn't he use AI to talk?
He's dead.
I know he's dead, but didn't he? Didn't
Probably.
he use AI to fucking talk?
No, I think it was like a thing that read his face twitching.
On his, maybe you're right.
Wow, bro.
He would have used AI to talk.
He would have if he could have. He probably would have used AI to.
I don't know, man. Like, I get it. I get that it's scary because it is so new, and truly, you have to be one of the people developing it to to fully understand it. Otherwise, it's just like, oh, smart computer. That's fucking scary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like, I don't know.
I think the biggest thing is they said if it becomes like smart enough to self-replicate and then create like other versions of itself or like expand on its code or whatever.
Sure, that'd be scary, but like everyone already knows that could be a problem. So why the fuck are you developing an AI that can do that and not just putting in parameters in there being like, hey, kill yourself immediately if you think about doing this?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Pretty interesting though. I think 10 years down the road, we'll probably see a ton of new stuff in terms of.
Yeah, as long as they like
technology.
Drive my cars and make my food and shit, I don't care.
Dude, imagine that you program AI and you're like, make me a perfect medium rare steak.
All right, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Let's go. Get in here. All right, it's been a while since we have visited the topic bowl.
I feel like there's more in there. Joe, you put more in there?
It's been a while, but yeah, I put some in there. All right, you ready? You want first, or you want me to go first?
You could go first.
Right. What is the fastest way to ruin your day?
Oh man, probably getting asked to do like a little bunch of stupid stuff that like.
Yeah, I get that for sure.
Like I'm all down for helping people, but when it's like when someone volunteers me without talking to me about stuff, that's what I hate. Or if I have to work like overtime, that ruins my day.
I think just from if I have like plans for a day, if I like make a bunch of plans, I'm like, this is what we're gonna do, it's gonna be great, and then something happens and all of those plans
I'll fall through,
don't happen. I'm like, okay, well there goes my entire fucking day.
Or if we're getting really literal, if like my dog died,
that would suck. That would suck. No, like, yeah. So if I'm like planning a day to go out like with my wife or something, and then like something happens, like my parents need help, or I have to go and do this thing real fast, and like none of those plans happen, I'm like, well, there goes my entire fucking day. Like, I don't want to do anything now because here's the things I wanted to do, and I can't do them anymore.
Yeah, that sucks.
So that kind of puts a damper on it.
That sucks.
But yeah, getting volunteered to do stuff that you didn't even know about, and they're just like, hey, I told these people you do that for them.
Yeah,
it's like, well, thanks.
That happens so much.
Thanks for taking that up with me.
Yeah. It's kind of annoying.
I usually don't mind if it's like a small thing. I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever.
Yeah, but when it's a multiple hour or like, a long
but if
process.
It's like, hey, I told these people that you'd help them move. It's like fucking.
Yeah. Yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah, I get that.
All right,
I get that one.
Let me to do this. This is a good one.
Okay.
If I led a cult, what kind of cult do you think it would be? So you're answering for me, and I'll answer for you.
I think so are we talking like what would be the doctrine? Or like what would they
like worship? Probably what would they worship?
I think for you, I don't know. I think you'd have I don't think you'd have like a god that they would worship. I think you'd be like worship yourself type thing.
Worship yourself.
Be like, this is a cult that is all about like worshiping like a higher version of yourself.
Dude, that sounds like Buddhism, bro. I ain't even gonna lie.
That's I think what you would have.
right.
something. But it would be but it would be different because it would be all motivated by like
Self.
you manipulating these people. So
Oh, so I'm still evil. Okay. All right.
you would be like, this will elevate if you kill these people for me.
Like the
it will
only
elevate
way.
your consciousness.
The only way you get to your higher version of yourself is if you show me feet pics.
No, I don't even think you'd really run a cult. So I don't know. This is a hard thing to answer.
Yeah, it is.
But I think that you would have some version of like elevating your own like kind of ideas and like your own existence in it in some way.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think for you, I'd do like something. Honestly, more of like a political, or not a political, but like an economic thing. Maybe like a commune.
Who, me?
Yeah, or maybe like I don't know. Probably just like a bunch of people that like work together to make,
A bunch of money.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Why does it always go back? Do you think I'm like obsessed with money?
No,
Are you sure?
bro. What was your first wish? I was kidding.
Damn it, you're right.
No. What, have I mentioned you and money before?
No, but this episode of
It's very money centric. No, I'm not even saying money. Just like a better. I don't
So
think
you
you'd
think
be.
the cult that I would lead would just be like a way for a bunch of people to work together to be like self-sufficient?
Yeah, I don't think your cult would be bad. I don't think you'd be like evil.
Yeah, I agree.
But I think you'd be a good leader on like, all right, like setting up who needs to do what.
Yeah.
You're like, all right, you'll be on, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really like being in charge, but if I had to be in charge, yeah, it would probably be something where it's like, okay, we're all going to work together to not have to like work anymore or something, So
Yeah,
that way
then-
we can just do whatever we want.
Maybe at the end of every year, you like, I don't know, sacrifice someone or something. I don't know. Something weird like that.
And then someone like wrongs me and I utilize all of my followers.
Yeah, you're like, they cannot be in part of this.
All right, this is a good question too. What is the sketchiest thing you would do for cash?
Ooh.
Come on, buddy. I already know.
You know what you would do? Or you know what I would do?
I would do some fucked up shit, probably. This is so bad. I'm making myself look like the greediest piece
Yeah,
of shit.
you've trapped yourself, man.
I mean, it's all about the numbers, I guess.
All right.
You're telling me if someone was like, I'm going to pay you $5 million to like...
I would not kill anyone unless they were already established like a criminal or something.
Yeah.
like
okay,
evil.
so here's probably as far as I would go. Is if someone was like, I will cut you in on this amount of money if you like burn my house down for the insurance or something.
Oh, I'd do that.
I would do that.
If I knew I could get away with it, I would even do maybe like some Robin Hood stuff, like stealing money.
Yeah.
From giant.
Or if someone's
corporations.
like, I want you to take the fall for this like big crime, but
would do
we'll
that?
but then like your family would be set for life.
how many years you think you get?
Like 20. I do like 25.
25 years.
If
How
if
much
I know
money
my
is it?
if I know my family literally will never have to worry about anything ever again, yeah, I would do that.
I might do that. Yeah, I think I.
But yeah, if some guy came to me and he's like, "Hey, I have this super fucking expensive house that's insured for like millions of dollars. I will cut you in on that if you just like burn it down or like destroy it so I can collect the money."
You think you get away with it though?
Yeah, I do.
Worst case scenario. How much? How many years would you get for arson?
Well, arson maybe not a lot. Insurance fraud, a fucking lot.
But if they don't know you had ties to the owner,
I don't know. I think
like 10 years.
I think if it
max?
was just damaged,
5?
I think if property was the only thing damaged, it would be less.
I don't even think it would be like a prison. Wouldn't it be like jail time?
No, I think it's more than that. 1 to 20 or more. But I think, intentional arson. But I think that the higher sentencing depends on like if you kill
Repeat.
people
Oh,
or
I thought it was
injure
like
people,
repeat.
or if the
arsons.
fire spreads, like that type of thing.
Yeah, I'd definitely. I don't know. I would try. I'd probably do anything outside from harming another human or like.
Oh, I would harm one. I wouldn't kill one probably. But if they were like rough this guy up, I'd probably go do it.
What the heck? Would
What?
you pay the guy up? The random dude?
Well, if he deserves it.
What if he does
they're
it?
like
What if it's
this-
like the Pope?
If this guy comes to me and he's like, "Hey, this guy's been like having an affair with my wife. I want you to go like beat the shit out of him for money."
You do that?
Yeah. Yes.
All right, man.
You would not do that.
How much money? We're getting on some weird moral grounds here.
Yeah, we are.
How much money would I have to beat up, beat to a
20 grand.
sliver? 20 grand? I'm not beating someone up for 20 grand.
You are
Bro,
crazy.
no offense.
That is crazy.
No offense, 20 grand is not that much for possibly getting battery and charges on your record forever.
Dude.
20 grand?
Yes.
Dude, I could blow through 20 grand in a second.
Okay, I could blow through 100 grand in a second. What's your fucking point?
My point is you love money.
Still a lot of money.
I'm just kidding.
My point is you're a greedy monster.
That's a good little moral
That is
question.
a good question.
Let's let me.
And now I feel like a bad person.
What do you value more, emotion or logic, and why?
Logic.
Yeah, I'd say
For
logic
sure.
too. I don't.
But maybe it's just because I'm not like a super emotional person.
Unless it has to do with money, then you get.
Shut up, dude, shut up.
I'm just
God.
kidding.
Yeah, emotion or logic, whichever one makes me more money.
You're like logic, skills, money, emotion, poor.
No, there's a time for either, you know? Like, there's a time to be logical and calculating, and then there's a time to be emotional and, like, be in touch with your feelings.
Yeah, I think logic is
But,
more.
like, day to day, I personally am a
think
more
logic.
logical person.
I think logic is better for you expanding like yourself
Yeah.
or like improving yourself, and then emotion is probably better for you and others.
Yeah. For interacting with others, for sure.
You know, like let's say you're I don't know, let's say your mom came in and she was like, "Hey, I don't know. I can't even create a hypothetical with this, honestly. I'm using my four
Yeah,
brain
I would
cells.
say day to day, I'm just a more logical person. Like, I just think things through, like, very practically, and I don't really get emotional a lot. Like, I'm not a very expressive guy.
Yeah.
But there are times when it's important to be like, here's how I feel about something. It's important how I feel about this thing. Like, you know.
Yeah, I think if you could learn how to use emotion in order to progress and end like an actual
I think the
good.
important thing is just being under control of your emotions.
Yeah, not letting it do your thinking for
Yeah,
you.
exactly. All right, let's
Yeah.
do another one. Hit this. This is a
Hit the-
thick one.
Golly, look at that.
This is
A
probably
whole
long-
paragraph right there.
This is probably a long. Oh wow, this is a long question. Wow. Okay. If I canceled plans at the last minute and didn't say why, what would you assume I was doing instead?
Probably something with your family or something, or
Yeah.
or you had plans before and you just forgot.
I would also literally never cancel them with you and not tell you why.
Yeah.
I don't think I would ever assume anything bad. Like, I wouldn't think that you like didn't want to hang out with me or like something bad had happened. I would just be like, oh, he probably just got busy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd think the same. I'm not like.
Also, you have canceled plans with me a fucking lot compared to me canceling on you.
I've canceled plans with you.
A lot.
How
yes.
many?
In our friendship, dude.
Not that much, bro.
The amount of times I've been like, hey, dude, you want to like play games or something? And you're like, yeah. And then you never get on. I'm like, what happened?
that's a little different.
And I'm like, what happened? You're like, oh, I just was playing guitar.
That's a little
I was hanging
different,
out with
bro.
my girlfriend. Or, oh, I just watching a movie.
I'm talking about like physical plans, bro. Not like. Not
No,
like.
you actually probably have never canceled like actual plans. But
I probably have canceled stuff like that though, quite a bit.
all the fucking time.
Yeah, sorry, man.
To this day,
Sorry,
I
bud.
will ask you if you want to play games, expecting not to play games with you.
Really?
Yes.
That's wild, man.
But you're pretty reliable now, actually. Like, if we decide we're going to do something, we do it. Hit me.
All right.
Hit me with it. You also didn't answer. You did, actually. You did answer. You did.
What would, dude? I think we've done this. What would be your final meal? We have.
I think I've asked you that, but I don't remember.
We did this in
what
like
I
the
said.
first three.
Well, let's answer it again. Maybe it's changed.
Mine hasn't. I know my exact answer: steak and lobster.
Oh. What did I say? Did I say
I think you
fried
said
chicken?
like some rolls from like. I don't know.
What?
You did like a full course
I
meal.
would. Yeah, I think I'd get like fried chicken, chicken Alfredo. And I don't know. That's probably it.
Oh no! Last time I said a buffet, so I could just never stop
That's
eating.
right. That's smart. Yeah, I would do fried chicken, chicken Alfredo, probably like some, yeah, like dinner rolls with some butter.
Dude, what if we just recycled every question every like 10 episodes and then compared it?
Be like, no one's even watching these anyway. All right, probably one more because we've gone through a lot.
do it.
We've gone through a lot.
Half the ball's gone.
We've just been having fun. In your opinion, what is the most embarrassing thing that I have ever done?
That you
Yeah,
have
that
done?
you have been there for that I have done.
all right.
Oh, boy.
I know the exact
Okay.
one. All right. So when you're probably 14. I was like
Oh,
14.
God.
We
might have to cut this.
Yeah, I'm trying not to like dox or anything, but we went over to a church and we there was like, so all right, they have this fridge that everyone could use and they had this chocolate cake in there.
Oh,
And we were like, bro, it's all right. No one's gonna be using this, or no one's gonna be eating this anytime soon. So we ate some, and freaking you had like crumbs on your mouth, and like the youth leader at the time came in,
I
and
remember
she was
this.
like, "Who ate the chocolate cake, bro? You literally had crumbs on your lip," and you're like, "Oh, I don't know." she called you out instantly, dude.
No, it wasn't on my face. It was on my shirt.
Oh yeah, that's what it
Chocolate
is.
stain on
Yeah.
my shirt.
She's like,
And I
"What's
was
that on
like-
your shirt?"
And she's like, "What's that chocolate stain on your shirt?"
Oh my god.
Oh shit! I remember that. That was, dude. Oh, that's so funny. We didn't even get in trouble. She just thought it was funny.
I think she started laughing.
Like, gosh, yeah, I remember that.
But bro, it was
Oh, I can't remember an exact time you've done something like super embarrassing, but there have been multiple times where you have just like either started or ended a conversation with a stranger like so awkwardly.
I still
it's
do that.
insane.
I still do that to this day.
Like we'll be like doing something and she'll be like they'll be like they'll say something like totally unrelated. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, that looks really good." And you'll be like, "Yeah, you too."
I don't think I've ever done that one,
Yes,
bro.
yeah. Not that specifically, but you've done like just like just stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or you'll like be trying to say thank you and they'll already be walking away and you'll be like, "Oh, thanks."
Dude, I remember one time I went to I was getting like a cheeseburger at McDonald's or something, drive through, but the person handed me my stuff was like super short, probably like close to being considered a dwarf.
Okay.
And my girlfriend's like 5'2", 5'1".
Yeah, your girlfriend's pretty short,
So I
too.
was like, she said something about her being short. She's like, I can't reach because I'm too small. I was like, oh, that's all right. My girlfriend is not quite as small as you. Oh my
That's
god.
crazy.
Yeah.
That is a crazy thing to
I
say.
know. God, bro.
Oh my lord, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's pretty awkward.
what else, dude? I don't even know. Just the way you interact with like strangers in public is awesome. I literally could watch you do that for hours
Yeah.
because it's so funny. Because like normally it's like, "Hi, how are you?" Blah blah blah. Yeah. Oh, thank you. But you're not like that.
I'm like, yeah. I think what I do is I talk to strangers like I've known them or talked to them before.
I think what you do is you like think about what you want to say in your head, and then you spend too long thinking about it.
And then I just
So when
say
you
whatever.
try to say it, it doesn't sound right.
Maybe.
So you're trying to say like, "Oh, that's really cool," but you think about saying that too much, so you're like, "Oh man, like,
That's wild.
yeah, cool." And like it's basically the same thing, but the way it comes out is like, what is wrong with you?
Oh man, I need to start keeping track of things I say with other people. 'Cause I've gotten called out. Like if I'm in a group setting or with someone else and talking to someone
Yeah.
like a service person or whatever.
Oh, dude. Funny, probably most embarrassing thing I've seen any of our friends do, though, was when we were with your older brother. And we
Oh
were,
my
like,
g-
shopping in an
Old
Navy
Navy.
or
I know
something.
the story.
And we go up to the register, and there's kind of a cute girl there, like his type. And they're just talking, and she is clearly flirting with him, like, interested. And she's like, "Yeah, can I just get, like, an email or a phone number for the receipt here?" And he doesn't give her his phone number. He's like, okay. And he goes, 89. And she just looks at him, and all the interest just immediately washes away from her face.
Dude,
And I'm behind him, and I'm like, dying laughing. I'm like falling over myself trying to like support myself on something to not like catch my breath from laughing so hard. And he's just like, dude, shut up. Oh my God. It was fucking awesome. This is the best thing I've ever seen. I still think about that
I
sometimes.
think he still uses that email too.
Oh,
I'm like,
surely
bro,
he does.
change it to something more professional or
Oh,
something.
I
you know?
love it though.
He's like Poo Poo Slayer 42.
Oh, dude, so funny. I'm surprised he just doesn't have like his gamer tag on everything, like the
Or like his norm, like most people you just use their name like
last name,
shortens.
first name, number.
Yeah.
Oh God. Anyway, you got anything else?
I don't think. No. Yeah, I don't have
All right,
anything.
on that note, let us know something embarrassing that you have done. That would be fun. And thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, if you feel like it, leave a comment, like it, subscribe. Let us know what you're thinking, and we will see you next time.